Welcome everyone. Today we are doing a comprehensive deep dive into a critical career opportunity currently available in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We are urgently hiring paramedical staff for a prestigious infrastructure initiative, the CEEC Starah wind power project located in Riyadh. If you are a medical professional, specifically a paramedic or nurse with experience in industrial sectors, this is a role that places you at the intersection of healthcare and major renewable energy construction. Over the next 20 minutes, we are going to break down exactly what this job entails, the day-to-day realities of working on a wind power site, the specific qualifications we need, and how you can secure this position. Let's start with the project itself. The CEEC Starah wind power project is a massive undertaking. When we talk about wind power projects in Saudi Arabia, we are talking about vast, open terrains. These are active construction zones involving heavy machinery, high-altitude work for turbine installation, and large workforces. This is not a clinic job, this is a field job. You are the front line of defense for the health and safety of hundreds of workers. Segment 1, the core role, site medicine explained. Let's move into the core of the role. The job title is Paramedical Staff. But what does that actually mean in the context of the Starah wind power project? Unlike a hospital setting where you have doctors and specialized equipment in the next room, working on a project site means you are often the first, and sometimes the only, medical responder available immediately. Your primary responsibility is providing first aid and emergency medical support. Imagine the environment. You are in Riyadh. It can be hot. The terrain is rough. Workers are operating cranes, excavators, and working at heights. Your job is to be ready for anything, from minor cuts, bruises, and dehydration to major trauma or cardiac events. You are the person who stabilizes the patient. You are the person who decides if a worker can return to duty or if they need urgent evacuation to a hospital. This requires a cool head. You aren't just applying bandages, you are managing the golden hour. In emergency medicine, that first hour after an injury is crucial. On a construction site, your ability to quickly assess an injury, immobilize a fracture, or manage heatstroke can quite literally save a life before the ambulance arrives. Segment 2, deep dive into responsibilities. Let's break down the three main pillars of responsibility listed in the job description so you know exactly what your day will look like. Pillar 1 is emergency response. As we discussed, this is reactive. When the alarm sounds, you move. But it also involves preparation. You need to ensure your ambulance or medical station is fully stocked. Is your oxygen tank full? Is your AED battery charged? Are your trauma kits ready? You will be responsible for checking this equipment daily. You cannot find out something is missing when an emergency is already happening. Pillar 2 is medical records maintenance. This is the administrative side, and it is vital for legal and safety reasons. Every time you hand out a paracetamol, every time you treat a small cut, it must be documented. Why? Because in industrial projects, data is key. If you notice 5 workers coming in with dehydration symptoms in 1 week, that is a pattern. You use your records to alert the safety manager that the team needs more water breaks. Your documentation protects the company, the patient, and yourself. You will likely be using specific logbooks or software to track these visits. Pillar 3 is health and safety compliance. This is where the role becomes proactive. You are not just a medic, you are a safety partner. You will work closely with HSE, health, safety, and environment officers. This involves conducting hygiene inspections of the site canteen and restrooms. It involves monitoring the heat stress index. In Riyadh, temperatures can soar. You will be responsible for measuring the temperature and humidity and advising the site manager to stop work if it gets too dangerous. You are the advocate for the workers' physical well-being. Segment 3, the ideal candidate profile. Now that we know what the job is, let's talk about who fits this role. We are looking for specific qualifications. First, you must have a relevant qualification in the paramedical or healthcare field. This could be a diploma in nursing, a bachelor's in emergency medical services, or a certified paramedic training course. We need proof that you know the anatomy, physiology, and pharmacology required to treat patients. Second, and this is highly preferred, is experience in industrial, construction, or project sites. Why do we prefer this? Because industrial medicine is different from clinical medicine. If you have worked on an oil rig, a construction site, or a factory floor, you understand the hazards. You know what PPE, personal protective equipment, is. You know how to talk to construction managers. You aren't afraid of dust, noise, or mud. If you have this experience, you are already ahead of the curve. Third, valid certifications. We are talking about BLS, basic life support, and perhaps ACLS, advanced cardiac life support. These need to be current. And finally, availability. We mentioned that immediate joiners have an advantage. Projects like the Starah wind power project work on tight timelines. We need boots on the ground now. If you are currently in Saudi Arabia with a transferable Iqama, or if you are ready to deploy immediately, you are the candidate we want to speak to. Segment 4, why join this project? Why should you apply? First, the location. Riyadh is the booming heart of Saudi Arabia. Working on the CEEC Starah wind power project puts you on your CV as having contributed to the Kingdom's Vision 2030 renewable energy goals. This is a prestigious project. Having wind power project on your resume shows future employers that you can handle high-pressure, high-stakes environments. Furthermore, this role offers a chance to refine your skills in trauma and occupational health. You will learn about industrial hygiene, risk assessment, and emergency disaster planning. These are skills that transfer to any major industry worldwide, from oil and gas to mining. Conclusion and call to action. We are nearing the end of this briefing. If you have listened this far and you see yourself in this description, if you are a qualified paramedic, if you are ready to take on a challenging and rewarding role in Riyadh, we want to hear from you immediately. Do not wait. The project is moving fast, and positions are filling up. Here is exactly what you need to do. Prepare your updated CV. Make sure it highlights your qualifications and your specific site experience. Scan your certificates. Open WhatsApp on your phone right now. Send these documents to the following number, +966 59 898 6718. I will repeat that one more time. +966 59 898 6718. This is your opportunity to join a top-tier project in Saudi Arabia. Send your details, state your availability, and get ready to work. Job link added in description. Apply now.